What's going on, everybody? I appreciate all of you hanging out, waiting on the stream to start. For those of you catching replay, though, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications when we do these live chats. You can take part right along with us. So Costco, as a lot of you know, we're running a Creed sale the other day, and turns out my wife has not discontinued our membership as of yet. We don't have a Costco like within 2 hours of us since we moved here. She's been meaning to cancel it. We don't really shop on the website too much, so I went look and. Yeah, I was able to log in. So I bought Viking Cologne, 100 ml, and Creed Original Vetiver for $309.21 after tax shipped to me. Basically $154.60 a piece. Where else are you going to get them for that price? So yeah, what the hell? Now was the time. So next mystery package is going to have a full 10 ml that's only got one spray missing of Creed Original Vetiver because I finally bit the bullet and bought a bottle. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah, so as far as what I'm wearing today, Versace Eros Energy, this morning's first impression. Sniffed it on my hand throughout my time at the gym. Decided to wear it as my scent of the day. Wife likes it. I like it. I don't get Eros. I do get a lot of Aventus Cologne. It does get a little bit sweeter and a little bit greener and more woodsy as it dries down. But yeah, I don't really think it smells like Eros. It does smell good, though. When it hits discounters, I'll definitely get a bottle. You know, yes, I do like Sauvage Eau Forte more than this because I did rate it half a point higher because it's so different. Because it's definitely different. Whereas this is a super familiar done to death profile, but it's really good. You know, it's really good fragrance. So I don't know. We'll see where it lands on if it can make it into the top 10 designer releases of the year. Where I stand right now, I'm going to say no. But the more I spend time with it, especially once I get a bottle and start getting more full wearings, maybe it will. I don't know. It's up for debate. We'll see as time progresses. But let's get caught up in the chat real quick. I see we got 48 people in the first 2 minutes. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up on your way in. We are talking niche, so I don't know. Maybe we have 100, maybe we have 150, maybe we have 200, maybe we have 80. I don't know. Whomever shows up, I sure appreciate you guys. I'm back from Louisiana. Obviously, we haven't streamed since last Monday. So let's see who's doing what here in the chat. Viking Cologne. I'm assuming perfect timing here. Kicks Griffey, my man. It was not a restful vacate. I know you meant vacation. A lot going on. It wasn't a resting kind of thing because I was still very active in the gym and bouncing around a lot. Did not get a whole lot of sleep while I was there. My rest patterns were jacked up. I did eat more than I typically have been, which was kind of a good thing. When I got back home, the wife was like, "Oh, you're bigger." And I was like, "Bigger good or bigger fat?" She said, "Bigger good." Like, and she started grabbing my delts. She's like, "Yeah, you filled out more." She's like, "You got bigger since you were gone." I was like, "Okay, so bigger good, sweet." So ate a lot more calories. Saturday at the draft, had some cookie cake and some cupcakes and all kinds of shit that I normally don't eat. And my body just sucked that shit up. So yeah, haven't weighed myself, but definitely a bit stronger and a bit more muscular. So yay for me. Need to make myself eat more. You can't grow if you don't eat more, right? So you need to stop being gun shy about the calories. But good to see you, my man. L'Immensité, great fragrance. Not going to be here because it's State Fair, but y'all have a good stream. Appreciate you coming to say hello. Mr. M.A. Styles, good to see you, sir. Polo Deep Blues, a beautiful fragrance. Wearing Coach Green. Haven't worn that in a while. Fuzzman's rocking a beautiful citrus ginger fragrance. Smooth Operator, speaking of citrus, Dior Homme Cologne. Low 7 Cobalt. I still need to get a bottle of that one. Good to see you, sir. Just make sure you have notifications, all notifications turned on for this channel so you will know at some point this week, hint, hint, wink, wink, this week, when my review comes out and pre-sale starts. And no, it is not tomorrow. But it's anywhere from tomorrow to the weekend, that I can say. With some special stuff going on. We'll be doing some giveaways and stuff like that in there. So make sure to be on the lookout for the Seraphim Red review video because it will start the short window of pre-sale. This is not a 2-week pre-sale, guys. This is a short window pre-sale. So anybody that's going to want to pre-sale it, get it on pre-sale pricing with the 10% off and the pre-sale price on top of that is going to have a handful or so of days. It's not going to be 2 weeks. And then the samples will be available when it launches, after the pre-sale and all the good stuff for those that want to sample first, which I would encourage. The pre-sale is for those that are going to buy it anyway, not for those that are curious If you're curious, you should wait and sample it. Do not blind buy that fragrance unless you are completely certain. Good to see you, Will. Be safe on the road. Signature Royale X, great choice. Amen Phantasm. Good to have you here. How are you? You see Kajal 3, damn good. Yeah, so good. Such a good fragrance. Good damn price. What are you talking about? That's a good damn price. Joshua Garrison with, that's kind of funny, the Buccaneers logo with Jameis Winston's face with a crab leg in the mouth. That's funny. What price are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about for the price of the fragrances. Yes, you are right, sir. Damn good price. I was lost for a second. What the hell price is he talking about? Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. I need to get that one as well. Good to see you, Kara. Let's see. The other Kara, by the way, because we have two Karas. Kara with C, Kara with K. For those of you who didn't know, that's not Coconut Girl. It's different Kara. Kara with a C is Coconut Girl. Also a moderator on the channel. I've never tried that one. I heard good stuff, though. Love you all from Mugler. I have not tried Grandmaster Flexin, but the Mind Games fragrance. Creed Royal Mayfair. Hell yeah. Club Inouye Intense Man EDP. I had to endure 45 minutes of crap to get to that killer vanilla dry down. My man Marcus is in the chat. Good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Bad Boy Cobalt, one of my faves. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a great Labor Day. Good deal on those fragrances. Yeah, hell yeah, it was. That's why I pulled the trigger. I went check after, I think it was Monday's live stream. Or it might have been the previous week. I did a live stream. I went check, logged in, sure enough. So I was like, yeah, I've been wanting Viking Cologne, and I put off getting original Vetiver for a couple of years now. I've been through a few decants. Recently got another 10 ml, and I was like, I don't need a bottle for a long time again. I got 10 ml. It'll take me forever to go through that. Well, got a bottle now. Aquamarine, how's the weather? Hot. I'm going to be raining the rest of the week. Tomorrow it doesn't rain, but come Wednesday, the rain's going to be rolling through. Why? Le Parfum's a damn good fragrance. Boudicca Ice Twist I've never tried. Good to see you, sir. One Leg Day Down. Hell yeah. Never tried that fragrance. Smells like LeBeau. Hopefully LeBeau Absolute is a real thing. I've seen pictures. I've heard rumors. I've heard from a few people. I hope LeBeau Absolute is a real thing because I'll take any LeBeau flanker. Tarathi Blue. Great choice, Jay. Vetiver in Bloom from Sense of Woods. Never tried that. Victorioso Legend. Versace Dylan Blue. Damn good. Bulgari Tigar. Damn, Devin flexing, huh? Cool Water Parfum. My favorite Cool Water. What's up, Dan? Back home last night. Jet lag like a motherfucker. Yeah, I bet you are. Maj Appletini. Well, welcome back to the States. Welcome back to Vegas, where you're currently residing. Another one wearing Dylan Blue. Well, I've only smelled Viking Cologne one time at Neiman Marcus 2.5 years ago. It's been a while. It was September. Was it September? It was September 2022. It was 2 years ago. Yep, 2 years ago this month. Actually, this week. Yeah, it was this week 2 years ago that I smelled it. They sprayed it for me on a test strip. I was like, you mind spraying it on hand? And I sprayed it on hand. I remember it's a lot greener, fresher and greener than regular Viking. And I was like, eventually I need to get a bottle of this. Another one wearing Dior Homme Cologne. Hell yeah. Yeah, for sure. I know you did. I get so far behind. It's a blessing and a curse at the same time. Oceana is a great fragrance. Another one wearing Dylan Blue. Oh, they're just saying it's in rotation. Okay, my bad. ATH Notorious, PDM Leighton, Mugler Flyaway. A lot of the Mugler flankers today. Aventus Cologne. I'm basically wearing Aventus Cologne for the most part. Good to see you, sir. Chanel Allure Homme Edition Blanche. So we made it to the bottom. Original Santal. I like Viking Cologne. Hope all is well. Another one wearing Leighton. So let's go ahead and get into this. We're about to hit 10 minutes. We got 90 people in the chat. I appreciate you guys. Hit that thumbs up. I haven't smelled Viking Cologne in forever. We're going to start with Viking Cologne because I'm super familiar with original Vetiver. So, I mean, there's no reason to start with that. We're just going to be revisiting the newest batch. The batch code, for those who care, on original Vetiver, it's F001292. And I did, since it was it's not cellophaned, it's the silver metal cap. And then the batch code on Viking Cologne, this is a newer one as well. once it focuses. F000601. I'm assuming this is going to be one of the newer metal caps as well, which I smell the spices. Maybe leaked a little bit. I hope not. Yeah, definitely the metal cap. Viking Cologne, that fiery orange, almost red, but orange label. See the batch code right there with lot. Yep. Cap was off a little bit. I do like that they switched to metal caps, I'm going to say. So I still have Eros Energy a little bit faintly on the rose on that hand, so we're going to avoid that spray right away. 2 sprays technically. Airy, aromatic, spicy. Oh, nice and spicy. A little green, a little bit of a green spice, but still peppery as well. Has that fougere-ish touch to it. Great everyday. Like the way I titled it was intentional. Viking Cologne, from what I remember of it, and now I'm being reminded, and definitely original Vetiver, upscale daily wear men's fragrances. I don't know of many other fragrances that smell like this, but as far as original Vetiver, obviously you have, I got it picked up. You have stuff like Mugler Cologne come together that smells very close to it. Definitely has a mature tone to it. I can see where this is not going to be for everyone. Hell, regular Viking's not for everyone. It's a beautiful fragrance, though. Spicy, aromatic, a lot of pink pepper in that one with some citrus. This one I find has a little bit of that musk. It's a very aromatic, but not quite soapy. It's clean, but not super soapy aromatic. Almost aldehydic in a way. A little bit of citrus, but it's more of a sharp, like edginess to the citrus, like fresh cut into a lemon. And a little bit of orange. It smells like lemon and orange. I don't know the notes. I don't know. I couldn't tell you the last time I looked at the note breakdown. Let's take a look together. (2021). 7.2 out of 10, 352 ratings. Fresh, citrus, spicy, fougere, woody. I agree with all of that. Mandarin orange, Sicilian lemon. So I'm smelling both. They're both there. I'm not crazy. Calabrian bergamot, pink pepper. Very much pink pepper. Very present from the original. Yeah, French lavender, which, again, I don't find soapy. Egyptian geranium, nutmeg, rosemary, sage. That rosemary, you get a lot of green spice here. I don't get, typically nutmeg's kind of a dry, woody, spicy smell. I'm not getting a lot of that. I'm not saying it's not contributing to the spice, but it doesn't have what I typically perceive from nutmeg coming across. Has this earthy tone to it, which I'm sure is that Haitian vetiver patchouli combo, Australian sandalwood, Somalian frankincense, and cedarwood. Very present woody nuance early. I'm sure that's just going to intensify as it dries down. Very woody, heavy base. Fresh aromatic citrus, spicy woods. Timeless style. Now, is this better than Viking? That's tough to say. I want to say no. I don't think it's better than Viking, but it's really more of a toss-up than you would think. If you've never tried either, it's going to be kind of tough to say one's better than the other. It really comes down to taste, and you just got to try them. Gun to my head, I think I would still take the original over it. That's got a fresher, more Oxford, clean white Oxford type of appeal to it. Whereas, I don't know, something about this strikes me as more of a casual fall day because it's heavier on the woods and the spice. Even though it's the Cologne flanker, I feel like there's more density to this one because there's heavier woody nuances to it. Like there's more woody notes here, and it's a stronger woody presence overall. It's more of a full-bodied fragrance, I find, than the non-Cologne flanker, than the original. So I think they're both really good. I think this is definitely an 8 out of 10. It's a great fragrance. I'm glad to have it. I'm probably going to wear it this week. I still need to throw Himalaya in the rotation this week because I didn't wear that one last week in the second half of the week. I didn't take it with me on trip. like I planned on. I ended up taking some other things, which the rotation video is coming out tomorrow. I did film it today. It's just Eros Energy video was doing pretty well. So I was like, I'm not going to mess with this momentum. So I didn't put the second video out. Really good. Yeah, 8 out of 10. Definitely an 8 out of 10. Now, these newer releases, blow it out the water. Delphinus and Centaurus. Eventually, I'll have bottles of those for sure. Definitely. Now, Ogivray, I think that's a little bit of a stretch here because with Ogivray, I get citrus, I get woods, and that's about it. A little bit of clean musk. Here, I get a lot of spice. A lot of spice. And that's a big difference maker to me. I think that's a pretty big reach, honestly. I think it's closer to regular Terre d'Hermes than Ogivray, and definitely Viking. Mugler Cologne, big time stretch in my opinion. I've never smelled coconut water and yuzu, but that just sounds like a stretch with the name. But hey, if it smells like this to them, it smells like this to them. I've never smelled that, so I don't know. But Mugler Cologne, wrong fragrance. That's this one. This one smells like Mugler Cologne. Oh, so bright and vibrant spice. A lot of spice. You got to like spice. It's a fresh, spicy, woody fragrance is the most simplistic way to describe Viking Cologne to me. Definitely glad to add it to the collection. It's not going to blow your mind. I don't think it's one of the best offerings of the house. I think it's a great everyday quality wear for somebody that doesn't want the run-of-the-mill sweet designers of today and you want some quality, kind of timeless masculine profile. You know, here you go. Viking Cologne's got you covered here. What do you guys think about Viking Cologne before we move on to original Vetiver? Let's see what we got going on in the chat. Already was there. So here's where I need to be. Vibrato for Luis. Hell yeah, good choice. Moscow Mule supposed to be Blue Moon Ginger Dash. I'd like to see more reviews on it. Good to see you, sir. I don't know. I've never tried it. Jimmy Choo Man Blue. I haven't worn that in a long, long time. A lot of vanilla in that one. The Bishop. Good to see you, sir. Very simplistic, but the grapefruit's very realistic for a designer. Mugler yet again discontinuing a banger. Uh-oh. Super Ligera. I still haven't tried that one yet. I need to get my nose on that one, Rick. It's a hell of a choice, though. I've heard good things. There seems to be a pretty positive reception from people for that fragrance. Yeah, I love original Vetiver, man. I've been putting off getting it for so long. I've been through 2 5 mLs, and I have a 10 ml now, recent, that I only sprayed like twice. It's got more than like 9.5 mils in it. And then the price was just $150. It's hard to pass that sale up. I wasn't planning on buying 2 more Creed fragrances. It just kind of happened. I don't know. I haven't really spoken to them since EJ passed away. Right after his passing, I spoke to who's running it a little bit, but it's been a long time. I'm not on the inside with that anymore. I have no idea. I was friends with EJ, and EJ passed quite a while back now at this point. May he rest in peace. So I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe something changed with the availability of one of the oils, so they're not able to, because EJ perfumed them. So that's what I would assume is what it is. That's an assumption. Maybe one of the oils is not as easy to get anymore. Something changed, so they just vaulted the fragrance. Everybody showing Rick some love. Jason, good to see you, sir. Warms my heart to see Creed getting the love it deserves again in the community. I know you're a big fan. I've been wanting to step my Xerjoff and Creed game up this year, and I've done both. So pat on the back to me. I've achieved both of those things. I think I'm pretty much done with buying Creeds for the year. I bought 3 bottles this year now. Not necessarily, the only one I really was kind of eyeballing getting was original Vetiver. Himalaya and Viking Cologne just kind of happened. It's kind of how you can look at it, but all the Xerjoffs I wanted to get, I got. For the, until further notice, I'm good on Xerjoff. Yeah, for sure. Oh, Virgin Island Water is a masterpiece. Absolute masterpiece. Depending on the mood you're in, that makes sense. Oh, I like Original Santal much more. I rank that much higher in my Creeds than this. I might have to rank my Creeds because I think I got 10 now. I think I actually have 10 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 bottles now. I might have to actually, let me at least wear Viking Cologne once before I do that, because I don't know, it's going to be, something's going to have to take 10. Aventus Cologne's number 1. I'll tell you that much. But something's going to have to take 10. It could be Viking Cologne. I don't know. It would be between Viking Cologne and shit, maybe Silver Mountain Water. I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up. Maybe Viking Cologne would be 10. I don't know, but it's still really good. They just put out really good stuff, you know? Yeah, oh yeah, for $309.21 out the door to get both of these 100 ml. I mean, that's crazy talk. $300 is still a lot of money, but for 200 ml Creeds, that's a steal. I had to do it. I felt I had to do it. They weren't the only two. They had a bunch of other ones I had, and some I wasn't interested in. Jock Foth, oh Lord, are they amazing. That was such a steal from FragranceNet in $20 to $30 range for all those different fragrances. Absolutely. Let's see. All Jim said, no Creed slander. Yeah, Jim's loves his Creeds. You think of anything similar to Fall of Phaeton? I feel like I've smelled something like... it's been a little while since I've wore it. I have to revisit it. But it never struck me as anything in particular from what I remember. Percival, great choice. Polo 67 tested Eros Energy at Dillard's today. Really looking forward to getting that one this week. It is really good. I'm wearing it today. I'm going to go through a good amount of this decant, you know. I've already put a decent dent. Miss Heather had filled it up. I've already knocked down a little bit of it. I sprayed it relatively heavy, and I did a couple test sprays this morning. I did the spray and a half in the video, and then I gave another spritz on the back of my neck, 1 or 2 sprays to go to the gym, and then I think I did 6 or 7. I think 6 sprays after I got out the gym. So I've done like 9 sprays roughly today total. Nothing crazy. Waiting for them to put some at the Costco price. You're not going to see that. That's a rare thing. Probably the black currant's the only thing I've ever been able to attribute it to. Browns is the Browns. What's going on? Warren Sedley, great choice. They had Silver Mountain Water. That was one of the ones that was at that price. Fearless Sue and 1 ounce of Legend Spirit for my travel bag. Waiting on delivery now. That's some good options right there. Oh yeah, she might not have been there today. She might not have been there today. You got to check the Creed area when you're at that Dillard's in Jacksonville. I've seen some positivity. I haven't looked at any notes though. I've never even heard of this brand. Sacred Flame and Triumph of Bacchus Extra. Sacred Flame's complete blind buy. Justin likes it. How bad could it be? I mean, it's too freaking hot for me to wear it because people keep asking me about it because I've only spent that one day with it because it's just so heavy to wear. It smells incredible, but it's just way too much to wear right now for me. It's so humid. My back's sweating sitting in this chair right now. We ain't got it on 65 degrees in here. We got it on 71. Not trying to just run my electricity bill up like crazy. You know what I mean? Oh, nice and fruity, rich, dense, woody notes. Has that Mysore sandalwood that Christian likes to use. It's really good. A little bit of a spicy, ambery tone to it. It's resinous. It is really good, Rick. If you like Christian's style of perfumery, you're probably going to like it. It's only a bold blind buy if you're not familiar with his work, is how you got to look at it. If you have 2 or 3 that you really love from his collection, he perfumes all of them himself. A lot of stuff transfers over in his base, like that Mysore sandalwood. There's certain like key signature notes that he likes to use because he's got a particular style. Argos is creating its kind of thumbprint through its line. So if you like, you know, even close to a handful of his fragrances, there really isn't that much risk in blind buying for you from Christian. So if you like Fall of Phaeton, Triumph of Bacchus, Love Triumphs Over War, things like that, you're going to like this. Adonis Awakens, you're going to like this. Nemean Lion and Brevito Delicace are kind of their own earthy beasts. That's a little different. Yeah, everybody and their mama wants to be the first one to message me to let me know. So everybody and their mama's message. Trust me, I know. I'm just not going to buy from Joma Shop. The funniest part to me is everybody that wants to let me know, it's almost like you don't know that I refuse to buy from Joma Shop. because everybody keeps sending me the Joma Shop link. Like, I'm not going to fucking buy it from them. I'm going to wait. I'm not going to chase the views. It shows ships 1 to 2 weeks. You know, that means for me like 6 weeks from Joma Shop, right? You triple that right away with what it'll take me to get it. I'm not buying from them. I'll wait for anyone else to get it. And if that's a month from now, it's a month from now. I don't look, would I like to be the first person to put a video out? Sure. Everybody that reviews full time would love to be the first person to put a video out. But it's not the end of the world. It's not, I want the views, but not so badly that I'm going to buy it from Joma Shop. And even then, it's not like I'd get it in a week. So I appreciate everybody wanting to let me know. But yes, I do know about it. Just know in the future, anybody that wants to give me the heads up on a fragrance, if it's from Joma Shop, don't waste your time. I ain't buying the shit from Joma Shop. I'm just not. I wish they'd stop. I got another email about a sale this weekend. They don't get the hint. I've told them what I think about them because they asked, and I ain't buying from them ever again. They'll never get another dollar from me. I don't like how they'll take your money and make you wait. I just think that's shit business practice. So more power to everybody else that wants to shop with them. Put your pre-orders in if you want to get it that bad. When it comes available for pre-order or ready to buy from literally anyone else that I bought from before, I'm going to buy it then. And I'll spend a little time with it. And we'll review it and we'll talk about it. I'm sure it's going to be good. Floss Ice is really good. So, yeah, I like it a little more. The mint, that's a big separator, too. It makes it so much fresher. It's funny how the regular versions are fresher fragrance than the cologne. I haven't tried it. I've heard good things, though. That's the thing. I have to sit there and think about it. I might have to do a Creed ranking video for my top 10. Pretty much anything I would wear night out in summer, night out in winter. My date night video from last week applies here. All 10 in that video, because I don't know about you, but when I go out to dinner, I go inside. I'm going to sit inside unless it's a beach themed type of place, like seafood joint on the beach, like Sharky's or Pineapple Willie's or something like that. That's a bit more casual. We'll sit on the beach, and then I'll do something tropical. But aside from that, the Lanouille Delhomme flankers that I like, Mind Games, French Defense, things of that nature. The video you saw last week, all of those apply. Yeah, he puts out some bangers. So you probably don't like stuff like Birth of Venus, which I love, but I mean, it just might not be your taste. Palace Athene, that was for women. The Parfum, obviously, for women. But yeah, most of this stuff's absolute home runs. That's what I'm saying. If you have stuff that you find 10 out of 10, nothing bold about you blind buying Sacred Flame. Man. We have both Karas in the house. Good to see you, Kara. Wearing Burberry Touch. Had COVID for a few days today, but I'm feeling better and just resting. Well, I'm glad to hear you're feeling better. Sorry to hear that you got that crap. I only have Danye and love it. Danye is kind of the base for a few fragrances in his line at this point. Mango Oud. Oh, man, is that good. I still need to, when fall hits, I'm going to be putting Supernova in the rotation, which is a greener Ganymede. But yeah, Rebellion, a greener Alorum Sport Eau Extreme, and Mango Oud is just, my God. Hey, everybody's got their thing. Slow-mo Shop, yeah. I coined that nickname for them. It fits so well, doesn't it? I know you meant Kara. I didn't even want to call it out. I saw it, though. Yeah, that's why I gave up on them. Like, I literally did a live stream, my last order from Joma Shop ever. So I'm saying I'll wait. More power to them for being the first to put up a pre-order to take your money before they have the product. More power to them. Savage Elixir, yes, incredible. Outstanding performance along. Oh, yeah. Open loud for 2 hours, became nice skin. Said, shh. You got some nose fatigue. That shit was not a skin scent after 2 hours. That stuff's crazy strong, man. I promise your nose was just kind of getting sensitive to it. I know you meant Royal Oud. And one day, it's just so expensive. Even from discounters, the stuff's around $300. It's pricey, man. It's amazing. It's very regal. It's just, and it's so situational for me. That's why I'm not like, I've never been in a rush to get it, because it's like I won't wear it off in any way. I'm going to spend all the money. It's going to sit there. Just getting in the Creed. I have Ventus, Viking, Green Irish, Sweden, Rolfa. I've put off getting Rolfa so long. Eventually, that's probably the next Creed fragrance I get. I'll probably get it before Centaurus and stuff like that gets in a price range where I would be willing to pick it up. Probably something like a Rolfa, maybe in the springtime, because I probably won't have Centaurus till probably this time next year, maybe. It's going to take a while for that to get to the price range I'd want to buy it at. I know you meant. What's going on, my man? Check out the mystery members. Yeah. So for those of you who didn't know, Corey won the mystery package from last month's member giveaway, which was at the beginning of the month, and he finally commented on the video so I could let him know, hey, man, I've been waiting to hear from you. You won the mystery package. So that's going to go out Wednesday. So I go to the post office on Wednesdays, my man. That's why you got to watch the member streams, man. How you going to know if you won if you don't ever check the shit? That just shows me you never watch the member streams. So, God, check the member stream. Speaking of member streams, we're going to do that Saturday afternoon for last month because Sunday, week 1 in the NFL, we watch a pregame. I ain't trying to do shit with content on Sunday for week 1. So, Saturday afternoon, after I get back from the gym, probably same time, we'll do the spins, all that good stuff, and got everything right here. Creation E Parfum Cologne is the main prize for Hall of Fame tier. That's what got voted on. Boss Bottled Elixir, 100 ml for the All-Star tier. That was what won the vote. And then I've got some other things for the other prizes. 5 spins total for those of you in the Hall of Fame tier. There is still time to jump in the membership if you want to be a part of it for this weekend. Eros Energy, hell yeah, good to see you, Newt. Could y'all 3 from Slow Mo Shop for 78, but it took a month and a half, ridiculous. It did, didn't it? I believe you. A month and a half, guys. Y'all remember the stream when everybody, I think Polos and Jays, Marcus, if you're still here, was the one. Well, Marcus got a bottle from it, actually. He wasn't the one that said it. Or he might have been the one that said it. Somebody mentioned, hey, they got it for this price. It took 6 weeks for this man to get that bottle. I'm sure not everybody had that experience because not everybody has the same experience that me and Rich Money Cash have. That's why I don't buy from them no more. They do that shit all the time. Wow. Well, at least you smell good. Hopefully we can provide a little bit of entertainment, man. I am sorry to hear that. That sucks. Even in stock, I've had it take 2 weeks, man. Yeah, I think that's shady to just take your money, man. Because even the time frame they tell you, it never comes in that time, at least in my experience. Business Over Pleasure, Evening Mystique, and Brass and Soul. That was easy. Oh, shucks, you're swell, too. Thank you. Good old trusty YSL loam. You can't go wrong there. So you got to watch the member streams, man. You never know. You won some cool shit, you know? Joma Shop has tons of issues. They don't just charge you once while you wait several weeks and additional holds on funds. They've canceled it. I've had that happen where they canceled it. I've had where they wait. They only charge for the stuff that they are shipping. And then let's say 3 weeks later, when they finally get the stock on the 2 items missing, they want to charge the card again because they held off. I hate that shit. I don't like how they do that, man. I haven't tried it, so I don't know. I don't know personally. Somebody else is going to have to weigh in. Good to see you, Sandy. Discovery said cooler weather. Very affordable, too. Whole drama with Packers and Eagles not being allowed to wear green at the Brazilian stadium is hilarious. I did not know that. This is the first time hearing of that. That's kind of shitty. Tester Kajal 3, and they gave me the full presentation. Happy accident. That worked out. Wait for Joma Shop to carry Aether Extract. I hope somebody else carries it sooner than that so you can give your money to someone else because they don't deserve your money. Moving on. Creed Original Vetiver. This was not cellophane packed. That's okay. I do wish they would have stuck with the black caps. I think the black cap always looks better on this bottle. It doesn't look bad with the chrome cap. Like, it don't look bad, but it looked better with the black. The older style, love the green and yellow gradients. I've always loved the way this bottle looks. But the black cap looked better to me. But it is that metal cap. See, you pull it off, there's a black atomizer. Doesn't that look better? Imagine if the actual cap was black. But, all right, atomizer's lined up. Let's big wide sprays. Let's spray the lion. I love this fragrance. I'm so excited that I have a bottle of Original Vetiver now. You guys have no idea. Oh, fresh green just hovering. Oh, It's so much better than Mugler Cologne. I don't care what anybody says. And I love Mugler Cologne. This is so much better. Big step up in quality. Undeniably similar, but oh, this is a better fragrance. It should be for how much more expensive it is. Don't be wrong. You're fine with Mugler Cologne come together. It works. I love it. I've been wearing it a lot lately, but clean, woodsy, citric, green, soapy, and aromatic. And as it dries, it's going to get a little bit more of this somewhat elegant, earthy type of vetiver. Like there's an earthiness to it, but it's not like a dirty smell, if that makes sense. Like elegant's a really good word here. Like this is an elegant, fresh green vetiver fragrance. It's very dapper, I think would be a really good word to use here. It's very dapper. Another great upscale everyday wear. That's why it felt like the right title for this live stream. These are great upscale everyday wears. Now, if I had to pick one, it's no contest. It's not even close. Original Vetiver superior. I'm so glad to finally get this. I remember the first time I tried this, I was like, oh, one day I got to get a 50 ml. I think Justin used to have a 30 ml. I think he still has that little 30 ml, and he's got a newer bottle. I know he's a big fan of this one as well. It's so good. No, 9 out of 10. I love this fragrance. It's simple, but it's simple done right. 9 out of 10. It's so beautiful. This is going to be in my top 5 Creeds. Certainly will be in the top 5 for me. I know a lot of people feel that way about Green Irish Tweed. Green Irish Tweed is very nice, but I have so much that smells like it that it kind of ruins it for me. That makes me not want to buy it. I'm not saying I'll never own Green Irish Tweed. That's a beautiful, dapper fragrance, great for a wedding. See, look how much better that looks with black cap. It just looks better. 8 out of 10, 852 ratings. They like it. 8 out of 10 with over 800, almost 900 ratings is a pretty damn good average. Green, fresh, citrus, woody, spicy, bergamot, vetiver leaf, bitter orange, mandarin orange, pink pepper, coriander, white pepper, vetiver, musk, ambergris, sandalwood. It has that soapy neroli smell to it, even though they don't list it. It very much smells like neroli, fresh green like petitgrain. Like it doesn't list these same notes, but boy, it sure smells like they are there. Now, I haven't smelled literally any of these others, but Mugler Cologne, yes, that is the affordable way to smell like this. And yes, I know, I believe Mugler Cologne came out first. I think it came out in 01. This came out in 04. So it's Individuel and Original Santal all over, 01, all over again. Somebody brought it up the other day when I was wearing Mugler Cologne. It's like, yes, I agree. But as with Individuel and Original Santal, I wouldn't shake a stick at Individuel over Original Santal. It's far superior. And I think it's the same thing here, where I think the gap from Individuel to Original Santal is a greater distance in which one's better. I think it's a much closer race here with Mugler Cologne and Original Vetiver, with still the obvious better fragrance being blended in higher quality. Just overall, it's the Creed fragrance. But I don't think you're doing bad if you go with Mugler. And I don't think you're doing bad going Mont Blanc Individuel either, but that just smells like a $20, $25 fragrance. It's a really good $20, $25 fragrance, but Mugler Cologne doesn't smell cheap to me. Individuel always has. It's really good. It smells like a cheaper fragrance, you know. It's very synthetic, has cheaper oils, all that good stuff. It smells nice. But Original Santal just blows it out the water. It's like laps it. If it was a race, it's lapping that son of a bitch. But this is not too far off from Mugler Cologne. The quality's better. It's blended better. The Vetiver's here is better. It's not as soapy. Oh, man. I would say if you have both, you could rock this during the day, get the most out of your sprays, and then fresh out the shower into the gym where your Mugler Cologne come together. Yeah, such a 9 out of 10 for me. It's an outstanding fragrance. I think this is timeless. I think this will always work. Maybe it's just me. I think it's one of the best green vetiver-based fragrances ever created. Very clean, very safe. Super Super, super safe vetiver to dip your toe into. I've always been a fan of this one. Back when there was only 5 or 6 vetivers that I actually liked, this was one of them. This has always been one of them. It's just such a clean fragrance. So good. What do you guys think about original vetiver? Do you herald it the way I do? Do you think a little less? Maybe I'm overblowing it. You don't feel the same? I doubt too many people are going to say they don't like it. Let's scroll down. Yeah, I agree. Hey, man, not everybody has that experience. So, I mean, congrats. Not everybody has the experience I have. You know, it's some get it like that, and sometimes you get them pretty quick. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Smash the like button. Let them know, Dolfo. I mean, I could, but I like to stick with what's intended. It does look better with the black cap, though. I'm sorry. I just think it does. I know recently, I think this year. I know. And it's just a molecule all-star fragrance, basically. It's a collection of aroma molecules. Yeah, they did. I think most of them are silver now, actually, like across the line. Costco super pleased with it 2 weeks after I got my first bottle of Viking Cologne. Oh, yeah, they're redundant. Very redundant. There's no reason to have both. You know, there's no reason to have both unless you just love it that much. I sure do. I'm very happy. Hit that like button. Let them know. Have the black cap. TLTG Squad, what's up? Good to see you, sir. Yeah, man. I've always been a fan of the way the gradients in it. It's beautiful. I think it's the best looking Creed bottle. I've always thought that. Just this almost yellowish hue going into a deep green. Just beautiful. The silver doesn't look bad. The chrome doesn't look bad, but the black looks better. I've always thought the black looked better. I can taste the quality. First was Tom Ford. Understandable. No, I haven't gotten around to Mega Mare. And I'm not real excited about it either because Atlas just is so good. I don't necessarily feel like I have to. I'm sure when I try Mega Mare, like, oh, the quality is so much better. I'm confident that's what's going to be the case. Oh, Mephisto. I like Mephisto more. I have both. I like Mephisto more. I really like Silver Mountain Water. I just prefer Mephisto. I think my wife prefers Silver Mountain Water more, but I prefer Mephisto. I like the florals in it versus the tea note in Silver Mountain Water. Guess Night, not a bad spicy scent. How's it going? I was lifted 3 fragrances yesterday for my gifted. Okay. My birthday. Pride of Latafa, Hawass, and Harriman Detour Noir. Hell yeah, go ahead with your bad self, man. Now tell them for your next birthday you want a Creed fragrance. Tell them to step their game up so you can step yours up. That's the way to do it. Get it as a gift. Gradient style of Creed bottles, they do it just right. Original Vetiver was my first Creed. Great fragrance. I was wondering when you were going to start about that. For those of you that don't know, this used to be MG, who was on me for 2 years about Bulgari Pour-Homme until I finally got it. I'm waiting to see it hit one of my favorite discounters I like to shop at, and I'm going to buy it. It's the only one I don't have. I'm definitely going to buy it. Shit, I don't even remember. That was a long time ago. I don't even remember. I really don't. That was 14 years in November. That was a long time ago. Porto Parisi, very nice. Long lasting, too. Nice and woodsy. I should try it. That's one I definitely would like to sample. Shavathon, long time no see. How are you, sir? So Vetiver Intense I've never tried. Guerlain Vetiver Eau de Parfum I've tried. The Parfum I tried recently. And I'm a fan. I would like to get it. I haven't tried the Eau de Toilette and I haven't tried the Intense. I didn't even know they had an Intense. I don't recall knowing about that prior, but very fresh, very similar to, because I know Vetiver Parfum Cologne. The Raja Vetiver was inspired by Guerlain Vetiver in the first place. I know Raja Dev worked for Guerlain for many years. I do think it's a superior fragrance to Guerlain Vetiver, but Guerlain Vetiver is timeless. The Eau de Parfum that I tried, I would like to get a bottle eventually. I don't know why I haven't gotten a bottle yet. I tried it with Justin a couple of years ago. I want to say like 2 years ago I tried it with him. And I've been meaning to get it. I just haven't gotten around to it for one reason or another. I hit the like button and now it's taking me to court for assault. Hey, man, since it's on my channel, I'll make sure the charges aren't pressed. Don't sweat it. And hitting all three Burlingtons near me to find Lattafas. All they have is Rom Silver. Bought it. Shockingly close to Ultra Male. Compared them side by side. Mid and dry down's extremely close. Alessandro Gualtieri is one of my favorite, along with Francois Damachi and Quentin Biche. Those are both fantastic perfumers. I'm not too familiar with Alessandro's work that I think of off the top of my head. Good to see Pink Panther, Arabian Night Silver. Loves making nuke perfume, so he likes to make beasts. So Orto Parisi is a great brand for him then, because they're all monsters from what I understand. So we got a 9 out of 10, which no surprise there. That's been my rating for a long time. Original Vetiver. I'm so glad I have this bottle now. Oh my God. Of the 3 that I've picked up recently, Himalaya, Original Vetiver, and Viking Cologne, it's my favorite. I would say Himalaya, then Viking Cologne. Oh, it's drying into those woods a bit more. I'm getting a little bit of creaminess from, I'm assuming it's the sandalwood. Viking Cologne's really good too. The crazy thing is, it's a great fragrance. It's probably going to be number 10 when I rank my 10 creeds. I'm going to do that video maybe later this week. It's crazy to think. Or Santal Royale. No, it's been too hot. It's been too hot to spray them. It's been, I mean, I live on the beach, man. I'm waiting for some fall weather to start wearing stuff like that. Once in a while I can squeeze in something a little sweeter when it's like a, cloudy, rainy day. So it's not, the sun's not scorching everything. But yeah, I haven't had the kind of weather for that, man. I mean, literally right now at 5:46 Central, the current temperature feels like 100. 89. That feels like 99. It just updated, but 89 feels like 99 at almost 6 o'clock in the afternoon. It's because of that humidity. So, yeah, man, it's hot. It's too hot to wear stuff like that. But once we get into where I'm clipping 70 degrees range Fahrenheit, that's when I'm going to start pulling those things out. 70s and below, we're rolling with it because I got a light breeze all the time. I'm literally 3 minutes away from my feet in the sand. I'm right on the beach. So we constantly have a little breeze going. Because trust me, it's hotter where I'm from in South Louisiana. It's always 10 degrees hotter there in the feels like temperature than it is here because we have that mild breeze coming off the Gulf of Mexico. He also made Nasamano's Black Afghano. Ooh, geez. Because a lot of fragrances smell like Aventus. A lot of fragrances smell like Aventus. Not quite. I definitely don't have that, unfortunately. Vetiver Extreme, okay, yeah, I am familiar with that one. I've never smelled it. I know of it, but I've never smelled it. I have both, and I'm not even that big of a fan of Vetiver. Both have their moments. See, I like the Armani Profondo Parfum seems interesting. Love the magnetic cap comeback. Me too. Look, it's not that serious, but it's the little things in life, right? I love magnetic caps. Would you pick out a Versace Pour Homme Lacoste Blanc Legend Spirit or Light Blue? Ooh, for the gym, probably Versace Pour Homme. I think that's a good, well-rounded option. I mean, you're good with all of them, but yeah, that's probably the one. Honestly, I don't think anything's overhyped. I think people read into that too much. That's fodder for search terms and topic of discussion just to have something to talk about. Nothing's truly overhyped. You either like something or you don't. It's irrelevant if other people like it. It just depends on if you like it. And the whole buying into hype and I bought into hype and I don't like it, so it's overhyped. You just don't like it. Everybody's taste is different. Again, it's Fragcom's a soap opera. People are fucking bored. They want to have something to talk about, gossip about, create narratives of, bash, praise. They want to do all of that. It's one big episode of General Hospital or A Guiding Light or As the World Turns or any of those daytime soap operas. That's the online fragrance community. That's what it is. Everybody's bored, whether they want to admit it or not. And this is a highlight to, be tribalistic and, everybody's hating on it, so I'm going to go hate on it. Everybody's loving it. I'm going to go love it. I want to be different. People love it. I don't like it. I want to be different. People don't like it. I want to like it. It's all of that stuff. It's wild. That's why you got to just look at it, communicate in extremes. Yes, 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 sir. I clicked it. Why is it not pinning it? Yes, you're absolutely right, sir. It's very extreme one way or the other. There's no in between. It's one of those deals where that's why you always hear me say I'm going to be my own judge. I can only speak on how I feel because it really is a personal, individual experience with fragrance. How everybody else thinks and feels about a fragrance is irrelevant to you. Totally irrelevant. There's only one other opinion other than your own that truly matters about the fragrance you're going to wear. And that's if you're in a committed long-term relationship, whether married or not. That significant other. That's the only other opinion besides yours that could potentially matter with the fragrance you're going to wear. Because out in the world, some people are going to like the way you smell. Some people won't like the way you smell. As long as you like the way you smell, roll with it. Spray accordingly to your situation. Try to be respectful and mindful without overdoing it sometimes. And then there's situations where you can't overdo it. You can go nuts with the sprayer. But you see where I'm coming from. How you feel is all that should matter if you're single. And if you have a committed significant other, their opinion matters too. Outside of that, doesn't matter what other people think, especially in a community of people you don't actually know, that you don't actually see or get around. How they feel about a fragrance is irrelevant to you as an individual. How I feel about a fragrance is irrelevant to you as an individual. And vice versa. How you feel has no bearings on what I'm going to think, how I'm going to feel when I wear it, what it's going to smell like to me. Make sense? People get so mad when I start throwing fucking logic around. I'm not saying y'all are, but you never know who's watching. And fucking logic is kryptonite in this fucking community. It's motherfuckers get hurt. No, don't say things like that. No, we want to be extreme. They get wild with it, man. They get wild. Top 3 fragrances you felt out of love with. That's a really good question, Newt. I gotta give that one a little thought. That's a damn good question. I want to answer this one. That's a good question. That I felt out of love with, that I was really into, and just kind of over time it fizzled. There's got to be a few. I know there's a few. None of them are coming to mind though, but I know there's some. Red tobacco. I still think it's great. It's just I think its intense is superior, and I have so many other tobaccos now that I herald over it. Whereas at one point in time years ago, I thought red tobacco was the greatest tobacco fragrance on the market. So my love for it fizzled. I'm not out of love with it completely. It's not so much a love as much as it's a strong like now. Because like I said, even it's intense. I would, like if I had to pick between the intense red tobacco and red tobacco, I would totally cough up my bottle of red tobacco. So there's one. Shit. What else? There's more. What other ones? Maybe Sauvage Elixir because it's too damn strong. It's not practical for my life. Like 2 sprays fills my apartment. Like it's offensive to my wife at 2 sprays. Like it's just overwhelming to her. And in moderation, it smells phenomenal to her, but it's got to like really calm down. So maybe Sauvage Elixir because it's just not that practical for my life, even though I think it smells amazing. There's 2. 2's better than none, you know. Prefer General Hospital myself. Yeah, there you go. Scoop one up quick. Noted. What's up, Sally? Good to see you, my man. That makes sense. again, I just treat it the way I treat it. Some people are going to like my takes. Some people won't like my takes. Some people get genuinely upset at my takes on fragrance sometimes, which is weird. I'll never understand that. They usually weed themselves out. Because that's just strange. Why would it bother you if I like or don't like a fragrance or what I think it smells like? That's just weird. We don't have to agree. Again, all very personal experience. That kind of stuff happens, man. Yeah, I just look at it the way I look at it, and some people are going to roll with it different ways. Yeah, for sure. For sure. What's your rating on 9 a.m.? I've never tried 9 a.m. 9 a.m. dive, which I think is awesome. It's like 8.5 out of 10. I haven't worn that one in a while. Hawass Ice, that's a 9 out of 10. I'd take Hawass Ice over 9 a.m. dive. I could believe it, Sally. I could see how it would hurt your little feelings. I didn't think you was a weak bitch like that, but I mean, you never know, right? You know, Sally could actually be a weak bitch. I never thought he was, and I still don't believe he is, but I bet he's laughing right now, and that was my goal. So good to see you, Sally. I haven't been to my P.O. box yet. I know you sent me something. I'll go on Wednesday. I got a package dry. I go on Wednesdays typically, so I'm gonna grab it on Wednesday, my man. What tobacco fragrances you put? Oh, so Royal Bourbon from Plume Impression right away. I can tell you that's amazing. Everybody should sample that. That's still mind-blowing how authentic that cigar tobacco is. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable how good that is. Triumph of Bacchus is my favorite tobacco fragrance from Argos. Pick either one, the X-Ray or the EDP. They're both amazing. Tomato. And Signature Tobacco from Zaharoff. I think it's probably the most versatile tobacco. Now, when I get an opportunity to spend more time with Centaurus, that's got a shot. And then Boundless. I like Homage Boundless more. Hot take right there. Not a lot of people will agree. And then Intense Red Tobacco, of course. I already stated I prefer. Naxos is great too. What's going on, big dog? Best team in the U. Man, they had a hell of a game this past weekend. LSU went and fucking lost to USC. I didn't see that coming. I mean, I did say that, I had a feeling we might, and everybody was kind of surprised I said it, but it ended up happening. Just like Red Tobacco. Yeah, and look, Red Tobacco is like very obnoxious. Sorry, I keep pushing this. I stretched my ears again. This is 00, which is the stopping point. The reason I haven't done it sooner is it's the most painful jump because all the gauge jumps I've been doing are 1 millimeter in diameter each time, whereas from 0 to 00 is a 2 millimeter diameter jump. So it's actually painful. Like this ear specifically hurt. I did it last night. Hurt to stretch to. Some bitch like after I pushed it in, shit hurt. So that's why I got the tapers in right now. So I'm putting my tunnels in, and that's where I'm stopping. I bought a kit that went all the way from 12 gauge to 00, and the last stop was 00, and I'm finally getting around to it. That's why I keep doing this, because I hate how it drags down like that. That's why I keep pushing it up. Just a nervous tick kind of thing, I guess. Anxiety or something. I don't know. She's never smelled it. Sauvage Elixir, and even she said, okay, it's too much. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm with you on the Elixir. And look, it smells phenomenal. I think Sauvage Elixir is one of the better releases Dior's put out in a long time. It's so strong. It's so strong. Care Pistachio layered with December Vanilla. A couple of hitters over there from Paris Corner. All right. Trey Manning in relation to Archie and the boys. Preference, Sauvage. Oh, I'm a Parfum guy. The Parfum's my favorite. Yeah, I'm all about the Parfum. That's been my answer since it came out. Since the Parfum, the Cool Spray, the Elixir, and now Eau Forte have come out, and my answer has not changed. I love it. I really like Sauvage Eau Forte. Got a lot of heat for liking that. It's so weird. Speaking of, I have it, yeah. It's not near as good, Nautica Oceans. It's good. It's solid for what it is. Haven't worked in a long time, but yeah, Sauvage Eau Forte I quite like. Yeah, 9 a.m. Dive's kind of like a Blue Fragrance All-Star. Got a lot of elements like Bleu de Chanel, Afternoon Swim, YSLY. Like you get elements of a bunch of different things. EP, baby. Yeah, you nailed it, sir. Popping in for a quick hello before leg day. You have a hell of a leg day, John. Good to see you. See, you have enough mango forward fragrances to make. Oh, yeah. Sure do. I'm assuming that's your way of requesting that video. See, I got what I wanted. Sally's laughing. That's all that matters. Very, very, very easy, high-quality vetiver. Probably when it comes to the higher-priced luxury vetivers, one of, if not the safest one, because it's just so easygoing, fresh, and clean. Like, that's an easier going, safer play than Vetiver Parfum Cologne, which is basically niche Guerlain vetiver. It's deeper. It's got more notes. Its nuances a bit more, but it smells very much like Guerlain vetiver. But yeah, this is a very clean fragrance. So easy to enjoy. Soapy clean, fresh, and green. Filled with tourists at the moment. Yeah, it's Labor Day, so kind of popping this weekend as expected. Anytime there's any kind of holiday. I enjoy quite a few. I like the earthy stuff. I like the dry, leafy, aromatic. I like the sweet, moist tobaccos. I like cherry pipe tobaccos. I like all that. I enjoy all of it. From the 80s and 90s, probably Cool Water. From the 80s, I would say Cool Water. From the 90s, that's going to be Tommy by Tommy Hilfiger. 90s in a bottle to me. Super strong first hour, then she loves it. Yes, Draft Boisé is that jam, I mean. Maybe it's my skin, but when I tested Sauvage Elixir, Boss Bottle Elixir side by side, Boss performed better. Could be the receptors in your nose were triggered a little differently from Sauvage Elixir because stuff's a monster. Boss Bottled Elixir is really strong too, but that's a monster. Amazing coffee scent, but it takes days for the scent to leave a room. Very strong. Wow. That does not sound enticing, believe it or not. To some people, that sounds great. Ooh, it'll melt your face. It's so strong. That kind of stuff, like, oof, maybe that's not for me. I like beast mode fragrances, but I have a limit. You know, I have a limit where it's just too much. Not that comes to mind. Interesting question, though, but not that comes to mind. I did not see that announcement yet. I'm sure somewhere down the family line. Also, what do you think about Coach Kelly? I never liked him personally. He's what we got. I wish Orgeron would have stayed around, but it looked like they were wanting to get him out of there anyway. Go Tigers, you know. I like Coach O. I never cared for Brian Kelly. I'm not a fan of Brian Kelly. The only reason he had success last year is he had such a good roster to work with. Jaden Daniels made him look great, you know. The kid won a Heisman. I'm just not a fan. I see him being out this year, and I'm for it. I hope Dennis Allen goes too. I hope we suck so bad they fire Mickey Loomis. I hope they fire the whole coaching staff. New Orleans is over. I hate the transition into the Saints, but speaking of firing coaches, it's time for the front office and for the coaching staff to go, and we need a true rebuild. We need to hit the restart button. It's been a long time coming. The remnants of the Sean Payton, Drew Brees era is pretty much gone at this point, besides a few players. It's time to hit the reset button. I'm hoping we suck so bad. I'm hoping we win 2 games. So they just clean house. That's what it would take because Gail Benson's so loyal to everybody. We'd have to be just awful. And I don't think we're going to be that bad. I don't think we're going to be great, but I don't think we'll be as bad as we need to be to clean house. Trip was really good. Damn it, it just dawned on me. So some of you saw the shorts video. For weeks now, I keep forgetting to bring it up in the damn live stream because some of you haven't seen it. So Jay with Icon de Parfum, a lot of you have seen the videos here on the channel, small indie brand. He shut the doors in August. He's also an artist. So it took him 10 hours to draw this on an iPad. Then he had it printed on canvas and sent it to me. This is one of the side chest poses from my competition. And he painted me and sent it to me. I've been meaning to show you guys this on a live stream. I've been having it right here for like freaking 2.5 weeks or some shit. Been meaning to show you guys it. How random and awesome. Shout outs to Jay. You know, I put it on Instagram, and I did a little shorts video when I opened it at the post office in the back of the car. But I know some of you haven't seen this, and just incredible. It's actually a bad side chest pose. I was actually flexing. That's why there's the indentation in my chest. You're supposed to roll your shoulder and keep your chest, you know, bulging out, instead of, I actually tensed and it flexed the pec. So it's not the best side chest pose that he ended up painting. I have a better one he could have chose, but hey, I'm still flattered nonetheless, man. This is badass. This is so cool that he did this. What a unique gift, you know? So I've been meaning to show you guys that. So shout outs to Jay. So such a talented guy. 10 hours on an iPad. Got the fleur-de-lis in the backdrop and everything. Damn good. Been meaning to show you all that. It just popped in my head. Oh shit! Because every time we do a live stream, I'm like, all right, today's the day. I'm going to show them. And I keep freaking forgetting. Noted. I don't have enough to do that. I have all but one of the L'Homme Ideal line and like four others. I don't have enough Guerlains to do that. No. I'll be mad. Okay, noted. That's incredible. That's still my favorite Montal fragrance. Just saying. That's amazing. It just appeals to some. It's my favorite note in perfumery, by being limited and popular appeal. Because most people don't desire more than just something that smells good to women. That's what most people do. Whereas some of us that are more hobbyist about it and like the artistry of it, like to dive into nuance and learn more about it, want more out of a fragrance. That's why people eventually come into the vetiver obsession, the iris obsession, the gourmands, and there's different phases that you go through the more you dive into it. But to the masses, I could see where it's not the most popular thing, but I don't have the right answer to it completely, because I'd have to speak on behalf of a large group of people versus a even larger group of people. And I can't speak on behalf of those. None of those interest me, really. It is. It very much is. I think the Le Parfum's even better. Dumont #1 Ombre Rouge. So literally anytime. It's fresh and it's warm, fruity, fresh. You can get away with wearing that anytime. It's not too much for the heat, but it is strong. Just gonna let you know. You may not realize how strong it is, but it's strong. The sillage is really strong. You should go listen to Coach O's story about him getting fired. I did. And what time y'all need me to leave? I saw the interview. Boss Bottle Elixir, love from the first sample. Still looking for a bottle. That's not hard to find. It's not hard to find at all. Let me hook you up. One moment, please. I'm going to hook you up. I got 100 ml for $88.90. No 50 mLs. But I will make you a link real quick if you are interested. Copy and save. And in the chat is a link to Fragrance Buy. It is an affiliate link. I do earn a small commission, but this is exactly where I got this bottle. Bought this from Fragrance Buy for the member giveaway. $88.90 for a 100 milliliter bottle. So there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, I have a feeling he's going to end up starting. I need to revisit it, but I think I gave it like a 7.5. It's nice and fruity, a little spicy. Yeah, right. That ain't happening. We ain't going to get Shador. That'd be amazing. That ain't going to happen. Thanks, sir. Yeah, it was super nice of him. I've done a few ranking them for different things. I got several Lattafa ranked videos for you to check out. Born and raised a Saints fan, man. Yeah, who that? Abso-freaking-lutely. You never noticed by the Saints stuff I wear? Or maybe the Florida Liam arm? Yeah, hell yeah, man. Or Drew Brees literally right there in every video over my shoulder. And historically, the whole time I've had this channel, in every setup, that Drew Brees doll has been in every video. All the way 5 years ago back in Texas for my original setup, Drew Brees has always been in the videos. Who got texting me? Let's see. Jimmy Choo Man Extreme just released. Full red bottle, red time, geranium base. Looks like an interesting. I'm sure it's going to smell similar to other things, but I'm sure it's going to smell pretty good, though. It's a fragrance store in Dallas, and they were playing one of your lives in their store. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. That's funny. Shout outs to whatever. Was it maybe Scent Room? I think Scent Room's in Dallas. Whomever, if you happen to see this at said perfumery in Dallas, thanks for the love. I sure appreciate that. That's awesome. Reviews coming this week. I'm not telling you when. You just need to pay attention and be ready. There's no reason to have GZ on to talk about red. I'm going to tell you all about red. No reason. Opinion on Paco Rabanne Pour Homme. Been a while since I've smelled it because I don't own it. That's why it wasn't featured. So any of you in the future, and Paco Bar, you as well, I always state in the beginning, and literally in the last one, in the Armani one, I repeated it 3 times and said it slow 2 different times. These are the fragrances I own. So if you're wondering why a fragrance isn't featured in those, it's because I don't own it. And I try to make it as clear as possible, to the detriment of people criticizing me for being condescending, which I'm willing to take the criticism for, because I state over and over that these are the ones I own. Because I get a lot of comments. Where's this? I can't believe this isn't here. How did you not put this in there? Because people don't pay attention to the first 30 seconds of the video in the intro. But yeah, my man, I'm not saying you just didn't. I guess you just didn't catch it. This is more of a broader statement than just directed at you. You just happen to bring the topic up. Because I literally said it slow. And I said one more time. And I said, some of you are laughing right now because you know exactly why I'm doing that, because it's still going to happen, even though I just repeated myself over and over, because it happens in all those house ranking videos. Because it's literally, I'm ranking every fragrance I have from the house. And in that case, I don't own Paco Rabanne Pour Homme. I've smelled it. I just couldn't tell you the last time I smelled it. I don't even remember it. It's been so long on what it actually smells like. Ooh. Well, Miss Jen, ones that come to mind are obviously both the main light blue flankers from Dolce & Gabbana. Light blue and light blue O Intense are amazing. I think those are perfectly unisex. I don't think they're all that feminine. Fragrances like Kajal Eau de Parfum, the purple juice, that's marketed for women. It's a rose iris citrus. What's another one? Tommy Bahama St. Bart's for women I quite enjoy during the summertime. What's another one? Argos Birth of Venus. That's marketed for women. It's like my second favorite from Argos. It's basically like a fresher, more fruity based Adonis Awakens. It's a rose fragrance with some fruits and citruses. I love a lot of rose fragrances. Young Pistachio Gelato, the clones I have of it, quite a fan of, from Kali. Clearly marketed for women. I've never heard of this. I have. Everybody and their mother has sent me the Joma Shop link, and I'm not buying it from Joma Shop. But yes, I've heard. I will get it eventually, just not from Joma Shop. Chuck Muncie. This is the first I'm hearing of it. I'm sure it's gonna smell really good. Like Icon is still taking orders. Do you have an affiliate link? Icon de Parfum? No, I don't have an affiliate link. I never did. I never did have an affiliate link or anything like that. But then I appreciate you asking. No, I never had one. I would say go with the eau de parfum. The parfum's not worth buying because it literally within 20 minutes dries into the eau de parfum's profile. It's richer and stronger up top. It's a thicker smell, and then it dries into the EDP. I think the EDP is the way to go. Very clean, woody vetiver. Well, thank you so much. It's good to see you when I wake up. Wow, it's great to have you here. Thank you so much. Been off waiting for Macy's next sale with cash back. It's $100 for Boss Bottle Elixir, which is around the same price. A discount when you add Canadian shipping, except Macy's is authorized. But he might not have to add. She might not have to add Canadian shipping. She might be looking to add it to another order. She might have points. If she shops there on a regular basis, she probably has the points to get, the free shipping. So you never know. Dallas Perfumes. Never heard of them, but shout outs to Dallas Perfumes for the love. I sure appreciate that, guys. If you're watching this, thank you for the love. Someone mentioned honey oud and Southern and Sarah fabulous yuzu. It smells like lemon bars. No, it smells like lemon bars. A lot of vanilla. It smells like lemon bars. If you like lemon bars, you will like fabulous yuzu. Yep. Sleeper. No issues, no reason to apologize whatsoever. You brought up a topic that was for a broader scope of things for me to discuss. Just a FYI kind of thing. I wasn't speaking directly at you, but it was to you and others, if that makes sense. Sleeper fragrance for fall. It's a tough one. Because what would be a sleeper in this situation? Probably Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Parfum, because it's not getting the kind of love I thought it would have gotten, because it's actually really good. I put it right behind the Extreme. L'Intense is still my number one. It's nice and powdery take on the original. Richer. Doesn't have the cherried sweetness of the Eau de Parfum. I think Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Parfum, actually. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, Randy? Old Fashioned Day. Hope you're doing great. I can't complain. No, it's going to come out tomorrow. I was going to put it out today, but the Eros Energy video was doing pretty well. So I didn't want to mess its momentum up. So I said, I'll just save it for tomorrow. I filmed it. Just got to edit. You stated what's wrong with them. The thing it's not a big deal to you is a big deal to me. So you buy all you want from them. I'm not buying shit from them anymore. Moustache EDP, man. Gris Chanel Extrait, hell yeah. Hamdan's a fall sleeper. Nobody ever talks about that one. Tom Ford Black Liqueur, very interesting ebony wood fragrance. And Tom Ford's prices just keep going. Everything keeps going up. It's not just Tom Ford. Look how long it took to release a men's fragrance. I don't even know. Who that right back to you, but you just got to expect it, man. Just keep that in mind when you vote in November. I'm not going to tell you which way to vote because you're a grown man and you do what you want. I'm not going to tell you which way I'm going to vote based on the way I logically speak. I would like to think people could assume. But hey, just remember, things have happened in the last couple of years to make everything super fucking expensive. It's been really fucking expensive to live across the world, mainly in North America in the last couple of years. Inflation's a real thing. It's at an all-time high. Cost of goods have gone up across the board. It has affected our hobby, and it's literally affected everything. I don't see that getting better unless drastic measures are taken. So there's that. That's what I say. That's what say me. So just keep that in mind. Local and national votes matter. Follow policies, not whether you like somebody's personality or if you like their gender or what they look like or any of these things. Look at what can help the country. That's all I can say. Look at what you think would be best for your household. And that's what I'll say. What do you think would benefit your household? And that's the way you should vote, because voting matters. Voting matters. And that's about the extent of it. Yeah, I'm a decant reviewer now, Randy. I did a first impressions with a decant today. I've done those videos many, many times, mainly Fragrance Buy, Fragrance Net. And I order a lot from eBay. Vinba's a really good spot to order from as well. Say someone who's running again was in power for 4 years, vote accordingly. I don't mean to get political. We're not going to get political. Please don't pile on, guys. But that's an honest answer. That's reality. That's what's changed. And shit got expensive. That's reality. I mean, it's not an opinion. So keep that kind of shit in mind. I can believe it. It's worldwide. It's affected the entire globe. It's not just North America, which you guys are a part of, but it's globally. Late to the game, Seraphine Blue. Hell yeah. Yes. Doubled in price. I'm already broke as a student. I can believe it. Yeah, everything's expensive. Look, I get mad every time I go grocery shopping. I complain every time. I say thank you, someone specific, every single time we go to the register. And my wife gets mad at me every time. She's like, stop it. Because what cost me $250 on a trip to Walmart used to cost me like $120, $130, maybe $140. Shit's expensive now. It just is. Fragrance Net, Aura Fragrance is a really good spot as well. Fragflex, they're up and coming. They're legit. I agree. Last month, never wanted to vote until now. Super needed. That's all I'm going to say. That should speak volumes. Valencia, one more intense. I really don't think our vote's going to matter. I don't think it mattered last time. I don't think it's ever mattered. I really don't think our vote matters. Drive a diesel, Volkswagen Passat, and gas and groceries is fucked up right now. Yeah, for sure. You buy Aldi and they have some good shit. Pound of grass-fed beef, $4. Can't beat it. I've been to Aldi and I'm not a fan. I'm glad you enjoy it. I don't. My wife drugged me in there one time. I was like, I'll stick to Publix and Walmart and places like that. I miss H-E-B in Texas. H-E-B is the GOAT. Any of you in Texas, you know H-E-B is the GOAT. When I was in Texas, that's the main thing I miss about living in Texas was H-E-B. H-E-B is legit. That's the best grocery stores out there. I don't care what anybody says. Publix is cool and all that, which is basically Florida's local chain. Rouse's is what Louisiana has and everything. But, man, H-E-B is the GOAT. Noted. E-Discount Perfumes is legit. They got a couple really good stores that that's one of them that I deal with on eBay. Forever Luxe, they have their standalone site plus their eBay store. Another place would be One Perfumes. They have Beauty Nuevo. That's another good eBay store to buy from. They got a few of them. Yeah, it's a beautiful aquatic. I think it's great. Try old fashioned. Yeah. I'm not in a big old rush. Whenever. Public sandwiches are good. I think H-E-B Texans is what Ingles is to South Carolinians. Noted. Our economy is shit, sir. Fragrance Lord is legit. I've heard that. I've never bought from them though. H-E-B is the GOAT for sure. As a Texan who moved out of state, I miss it. Yeah, I miss them. I miss H-E-B too. Subscriber collection vid. I had to acclimate it to my daughter's new school schedule. Yeah, I get it's not for everyone. Yeah, it's all good. Recently purchased MFK Oud Satin Mood. Which one? Really moved it to the upper echelon of my little collection. Have you put your nose on it? So I've had decants of both. They're both elite, silky smooth rose oud fragrances. I just haven't gotten around to getting bottles. I prefer the EDP if I had to pick one, whereas with BR540, I prefer the X-Straight. It's the other way around. Eventually, I would think eventually I'll get it. I have so few situations to wear fragrances that heavy, though. That's why I don't pull the trigger as quickly on the heavier fragrances. I did see that one. I debated on grabbing it. It's funny that you say that. I think so as well. It's quite good. It's quite lovely on skin. That sandalwood's really taking over. I typically buy what if there's something that she comes across that she wants, I'll scoop it up, see if I can get it for a good price, or I get her stuff at random. Yeah, the EDP is the one for me. Polo 67 or Eros Energy? That's a great question, dude. I think Eros Energy smells better, but I think Polo 67 is more versatile, if that makes sense. I think Eros Energy is a bit more casual, whereas I think Polo 67 does more. That makes sense? What's up, Montrese? Doja from Narcotica. Tell outside of Frag Buy, the discounter game is changing. New sites are starting to take charge. Hell yeah. Follow Udsat Mood's definitely on my list this winter. It's amazing. You don't need but 2 or 3 sprays. That's a good question. I don't know. They just kind of strike me randomly to do. What's one that I haven't done yet? Oh, I'm going to rank my creeds. That's going to be the next one because I finally got to 10. So I'll do ranking my 10 Creed fragrances. I'm going to wear Viking Cologne just to make sure it's going to be 10. I mean, it's still really good, but something's got to take number 10, right? But I have a feeling Viking Cologne is going to be number 10. And that's an 8 out of 10 fragrance for me. So probably that, though. I like it. People can be upset by it all they want. I like it. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it from Fragrance Buy. I just haven't grabbed it. Love the combination of iris. Any recommendations on another iris scent? Yes, Valentino Uomo Intense or Narciso Rodriguez Bleu Noir Parfum are 2 that you should consider. They're in the same vein, better than Dior Intense, in my opinion. You get more suede and spice, a different like cardamom spice. They're both spicy leather irises. You get more vanilla out of Uomo Intense from Valentino. You get less sweetness out of Bleu Noir Parfum. But you don't need both. But that's the 2 I would consider. Instant Crush One Perfumes. So yeah, they're legit. I bought a bunch of stuff from them. And strike me as right season upcoming. Yeah, that makes sense. Really good. Probably my favorite affordable fragrance of the year. I could do Mont Blanc. I got plenty of Mont Blanc fragrances. I have to remember that. I definitely got in the realm of 20-ish from them. Eros isn't expensive. Eros EDT for 100 ml, you can get for like 50-something bucks, man. If you're in North America. I don't know what country you're in. Your name's wild. So I don't know. Hey, Barber Nutcher. I'm assuming that's North America. If you're in North America, you're just looking in the wrong places. Because Eros EDT, 57, 58 bucks-ish. In North America, that shit ain't expensive. That's cheap. You want me to recommend something that's 35 when you could just got the real one for 15, 20 bucks more? I just get Eros, man. New cold weather. Argos Triumph of Bacchus. Triumph of Bacchus, man. You could have damn near put anything there, and I would have picked Triumph of Bacchus, honestly, Kaylin. It's hard to pick anything. It's my favorite tobacco fragrance. I'm the wrong person to ask, I guess. Oh, you looking for that cheap? I got nothing for you. Unless you can come across Oxford Blue from English Laundry by chance, but that would be in one of those little 4-packs because I haven't seen a regular size bottle in forever in a rack store. But, you know, my recommendation is skip a couple of rack store fragrances and save the 57 bucks and get Eros if you really like Eros, man. Skip the pile of cheap shit and get the slightly more expensive cheap fragrance. and get what you really want, man. Sometimes it's worth spending the few bucks more to get what you really want. Even if you got to wait another month to do it, wait the extra month to do it and get what you really want. Don't settle. If you're not trying to build some crazy collection and you just want to get a few that you really like, get the ones you really like, man. Original Suntal is amazing. So underappreciated. No. If you've been sold on it, I mean, there's nothing else like it to me. They got a couple clones, but they still don't do it justice. They're not as good. I mean, like Gary's Den's really good, but I still would take Dior and Parfum over it. I mean, that's bold. I don't want to sit here and tell you, yeah, because it's still like $180. I mean, it's one of my 5 favorite fragrances I own. I think it's a masterpiece. I mean, that's your call, man. I think it's amazing, though. Brought to Portugal, then Original Santal, then Spice and Woods. Rick's always giving Randy a fucking hard time, I've noticed lately. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know what your deal is with Randy. Randy's a good dude, man. I thought you already made a rank. No, I don't think I've done. No, I haven't done Mont Blanc. Mm-mm. No, I've done Ferragamo. I don't have enough Versace to do Versace. I could do Calvin Klein. That wouldn't be a headache, though. I got a lot of Calvin Klein. And it's a lot of like CK1 and Eternity fragrances. This would be a shitload of 2 lines. Ooh, burn. I'm saying Rick's got this thing of fucking with you lately. I don't know what it is. Awajan is a beautiful fragrance, yeah. Juliet has gun, not a perfume. Such a perfect, easy wear. Yeah, it's one of those fragrances you wear when you don't feel like wearing a fragrance. Hell yeah, great choice. Great choice. I wore it last week. Favorite coconut scent? Ooh. One? It's hard to pick one. I'm going to just off the top of my head go with Le Beau Le Parfum because I just love it so much, but it might not be my favorite, but it's the one that comes to mind right away that I love. Probably Virgin Island Water. Sitting here marinating on it for a minute. Creed Virgin Island Water. I think it's the GOAT. We know you do, Rick. I know you fucking with him. You're having fun. I don't think you genuinely don't like and hate Randy because I see you crack jokes about him and shit, but I've gotten to know you well enough to know you're fucking with him. At least I think you are. I'm pretty confident you are. That's why I've been telling Randy, like, don't take Rick serious. He's joking. He's just fucking with you. And that's why Randy's answers are the way they are. He's taking it as you're fucking with him. I think you're just fucking with him. It's all good nature. I tell people all the time that they don't realize you're just having fun. People take you very serious. I know the feeling when people take you too seriously. Granted, you're a bit more aggressive than I am sometimes, a lot of times, but people take you way more seriously than I think you're intending it, for sure. Anyone got any good bread cake-like fragrance? Actually, Afternoon Delight from Mason Margiela Replica I just got. Smells like wedding cake to me. It's supposed to be some kind of cookie, but it smells like freaking wedding cake to me. Go sample that. Go to Sephora and try that. It's at Sephora. Go sample that. It smells like freaking wedding cake. That's irrelevant. They don't smell like each other. You're holding back because you have a fragrance that doesn't smell like Triumph of Bacchus. Carlisle does not smell like Triumph of Bacchus. Don't let these forums lie to you. They do not smell the same. They're not the same. Because that's the same people saying Carlisle and Red Tobacco are the same fragrance, and they are not the same fragrance. Just like Red Tobacco and Triumph of Bacchus are not the same fragrance. Yes, they're eerily similar in many ways. Yes, I'm not saying they're not. I'm saying there's big differences too. Those two are the closest together, Red Tobacco. Now, if you'd have said you got Red Tobacco, that's why you're holding up, I understand. Because, yeah, out in the air, Red Tobacco and Triumph of Bacchus can be dead ringers for one another. It's when you get up close and start diving into the nuance of it that it's like, okay, this is different, that's different, this is different, that's different. This is better, this is better, this is better than this, and this is better. You see what I'm saying? Whereas out in the air, same shit. I get it. But Carlisle and Triumph of Bacchus, don't let that be what stops you. Good to see you, sir. Odombre. So I have that. Look at Angry Tomato coming with the big heavy super chat again. My man. So I'm going to be doing that video. Oh, wrong decant. Miss Heather sent me that as well. Tom Ford Odombre. So I'll be doing that. Since I decided to not put out the weekly rotation video today because Eros Energy had some pretty good momentum. Put that out tomorrow. Then who knows? Maybe there's a review video that y'all are eagerly awaiting coming out Wednesday. Hint, hint, wink, wink. And then maybe I'll do that on Thursday, the Tom Ford. So that's kind of the content schedule right now. Just saying. You know, maybe there's a highly anticipated review Wednesday. Maybe there's some bottle giveaways. Who knows? Samples. I always anticipated you promote sampling and curating smaller collection of higher quality fragrances. Too many influencers pushing hoarding cheapies. Look, I love the cheapies. I built my collection based on cheapies. I still buy and love the cheapies. I like $10 fragrances just as much as I like $1,000 fragrances. If it smells good and I enjoy it when I wear it, that's all that matters to me. But please don't try to have what I have. That's why I'm constantly on you guys about sampling. Please don't let that be a goal. That's fucking ridiculous what I got going on. I make a living off of this as well. It's monetized. These are write-offs for me. It's totally different scenario for me. Totally different scenario. That's why I encourage, please, just because if I start raving about something and you just see the emotion of excitement pour out of me on a fragrance, that does not mean you need to blind buy a bottle. Please don't let that be what you're taking away from my excitement for a fragrance. Maybe if you have similar taste or it just sounds really good, I make it sound so compelling that you should try to get a decant or a sample. Please don't just blind buy everything that I like because you trust me. I appreciate the trust. I respect and honor that trust. You guys have no idea. I hold it in high regard. That's why I'm so just ingrained on please sample and don't blind buy. Same thing with Seraphim Red. The samples are going to be right around the corner after the pre-sale, and it's a short pre-sale this time. It's not 2 weeks. I can't tell the exact time. I'll tell you in a couple of days when the video comes out. But samples will be right around the corner. Just wait. Only the people that were going to buy it anyway should buy it the pre-sale. Do not risky blind buy if you're not sure if you're going to like the fragrance just to buy into the tribalism of the excitement. And no. Don't do that. Wait and get a sample for $7 and then you can save 10%. So you get it for $6.30 is what it shakes out to. So yeah, I'm all about the sampling, man. Honey Oud from Montal that we talked about earlier, one of the best for winter. I would say Plume Impression Royal Bourbon. That's really creeped up there for me. Beautiful cigar tobacco fragrance. And then something like Rosé. I love me some signature Rosé from Zaharoff. No. I pretty much know where everything is for the most part. Hour 38. We'll hang it up here in a little bit. Gary's Den. Yeah, I haven't tried it yet. I don't know if it's discontinued, but it might be because it's never in stock. Yeah, I haven't done. I'm gonna do that one eventually. Ranking from worst to best. I mean, I'm right there with you. Michael is a noob bot. Caught a live in a while. Hope everyone's doing good. Speaking of Zaharoff, Seraphim Blue, great choice. I say lemon bars. I do. Smoky dates. It's a beautiful fragrance. For me, Pacific Lime and Virgin Island Water. That's a strong 2 right there. Rick would never go to Scent Explore. Come on now. He ain't going to something like that. Rick would be, I could hear it now. I could see Rick reporting live from ShowCon. I could hear him saying it because it's an ass grabbing and ass kissing contest is what those events are. Everybody's great. Everybody wants to take pictures with everybody. Everybody's excited to do content together. That's what that shit is. That's what it is. I can tell you firsthand. That's what Zen Explorer is. It's centered around that. Noted. Cool Water Intense or Coach Blue? I think Cool Water Intense. And then here's that monster super chat from Angry Tomato on hiring a personal trainer for someone who is new at the gym trying to lose 50 pounds. Thanks in advance. I would not recommend a personal trainer. I would recommend more of a coach. because a coach is going to cover different avenues. There's going to be different packages where they can set you up with a training regimen and your nutrition, because your nutrition is going to be more important than your training. Because if your nutrition is right, you could get on a fucking treadmill and lose a shitload of weight. They could have you just doing cardio and body weight movements, and you'll drop 50 pounds if your nutrition is right. That's going to be the most important, is what happens in the kitchen. I would say you're going to want to look to people that do online coaching that are reputable. Look at their reviews. Look at who follows them, who they follow on social media, because that's what's going to be your best bet. I think, because a personal trainer you can find at a gym, and anybody that's really good at taking tests and following direction can be a personal trainer. They can get certified. That's the God's honest truth. It's just like any other degree. If you're really good at following direction and test well, you can be anything if you're willing to put the time and the money required to get said piece of paper. That applies to any and all degrees and certifications. That doesn't mean you're the best at that particular job. Whereas a coach, there's certifications that goes into it, but it encompasses more. They're also a nutritionist as well as a trainer and a dietitian. And that's what you want. You want more broad spectrum, full range. You want a coach with range to really reach a goal. Because a personal trainer is just going to be teaching you how to work out. A coach is going to teach you how to get in the condition and the body that you're looking to go, like your goal setup. They're going to get you there. And there's going to be a certain amount of time they'll tell you this can happen if you follow this. And you're going to have weekly check-ins with pictures in your underwear that are going to be private for you and your coach, where they're going to see the changes in your body. You're going to weigh yourself fasted in the morning. I'm telling you, a coach is going to be the way to go over a personal trainer. Personal trainer is what gets advertised at gyms. Coaches are what really make a difference. I'm not saying personal trainers aren't valuable. There are some really good personal trainers out there, but there's some that are just like, why am I paying you? And there's some coaches like that too. You got to find a really good, reputable coach. Because prime example, the bodybuilding coach that I used, she doesn't just do bodybuilding competitors. She does lifestyle as well. She's got people that are looking for just personal goals, not looking to get, competitive physiques and stuff like that. She's got a slew of different levels of client. And that's my encouragement for you, is to find a coach, a fitness coach is what you're going to need. Online coaching, it doesn't have to be in person. That's what I would recommend. I appreciate the continuous generosity with these massive super chats that you give as well. Best place to get original Vetiver from. So it was during that Costco sale, but it's now over. There's a link in the chat. You can get a 50 ml for $209. I don't know if it's the absolute cheapest right now, but that's kind of going range from the tomato sales. Yeah, for sure. Well, you got to understand the comparisons. Sometimes these things will come to mind, and then people are going to ask you, what does it remind you of? If you don't give the comparison, people are going to really come at you for a comparison. You have to understand that. You have to put yourself in the content creator's shoes and try to cover the questions you're pretty confident you'll be asked in the video, to limit the questions being asked after the fact. You got to try to cover as much information as you can. And the main thing you're going to get is stuff about performance. In a first impressions video, that's null and void. It's the first impression. Of course, I don't know the performance. But what does it smell like? Does it smell similar to something? What can I relate it to? That's going to be one of the main questions you'll get. Kind of similar? Sure. Same fragrance? No. Kind of similar, I can get on board with. There are some similarities for sure. When the review video, the minute the review video comes out is the minute it goes on pre-sale. Just like Seraphine Blue. Noted. Which one? Talking about Mango Oud? You talking about Mango Oud, or you talking about Supernova? Because I sent you both. Both are really good. Rebellion. Oh man, $95 for the 100 ml I paid from Fragrance Buy. Cheaper than Chanel L'Homme Sport Eau Extreme. Smells like Chanel L'Homme Sport Eau Extreme. Higher quality, a little bit greener, but undeniably Chanel L'Homme Sport Eau Extreme. Kind of the killer of that fragrance. Appreciate you, man. Some people love it, some people hate it. Fatboyfragrance.com, Decant House, Scent Split, Decant X, Scent Door. A lot of good places. A lot of good places, honestly. A lot. Like, I didn't even come close to naming a lot of good ones. I'm going to be my own judge. Justin said it lacks presence. I saw his first impression short. That's the only content I've seen on it. Noted. Already dropped one hint. Not dropping another. You just got to pay attention. Got to pay attention. I hint, wink, winked, and literally said a day. I'm not certain. I think it could be. I don't know for sure. Just the Zaharoff ones. I threw all the rest of the boxes away. Just the Zaharoff stuff because they're all telling a story. And George really puts a lot of effort into those. They're beautiful as box presentations. So outside of that, I got rid of all of them. Buffs in a shootout. Everything's going to be a shootout. Everything's going to be a shootout, just like last year. I could believe it. I could believe it. Yeah. Fragrance Community. That's what FragCom is. It's short for Fragrance Community. Yeah, there you go. Something tells me I'm already blacklisted from Scent Explorer. I often find myself blocked by people I had no idea I even knew I existed. That sounds about right, Rick. That sounds about right, yeah. I can't imagine. I don't know. You might still have a good time if you ever wanted to go. But then again, I think you would see a lot of shit where you'd be like, what the fuck? So, because a lot of the critiques you have are rampant there. And from what I understand, it's only gotten worse from when I went in 2019. So I think you would have a lot to say in video after the fact. I think you'd have some fun with that. Well said about nutrition and weight loss. Most people can't tell you how many calories are in a gram of fat, protein, sugar, carbs. Yeah, because it's not just calories in, calories out. The quality of the calorie matters. Because you could have, let's say you're in maintenance of 2,400 calories and eat 2,000 calories a day at a 400 calorie deficit and do 300 calories worth of fasted cardio in the morning. So now you're technically a 700 calorie deficit for food for the day. And you could eat sugars, not enough protein, but eat, crappy, simple carbs, garbage processed sugars. And yeah, you'll lose a little bit of weight, but the quality of the physique and your overall health markers are not going to be what they could be if you were eating, as it's known, cleaner with some quality, high quality whole food protein, some good nutritious fats, some good complex carbs, something low glycemic, high fiber. Big difference in the quality of the calorie. All calories are not created equal. Calories in versus calories out is a very simplistic way to look at it. But if you have a specific goal, it's a terrible way to look at it. So I totally agree with you. Yep, limit the insulin spikes. Super important. Super important. Mango oud, yeah, that's phenomenal. There's a Vetiver for $199. Hate to say it, but it's on Joma Shop, but at least it's in stock. Promo code's out there, lower price. $140 for the tester. Yeah, I don't recommend the Creeds without caps either. That's why I never have bought one, because I don't want to go through the trouble of trying to find one in those groups and shit, because I'd have to. It would drive me this would drive me nuts sitting on the shelf like this. It would fucking drive me nuts. I would stare at it all the time. It would drive me crazy. I can't stand that shit. But hey, man, if it's the best price, it's the best price. You just might have to deal with waiting a little while. They do always have really good prices, and they're legit. Rick would be wildly popular if he went. Y'all have no idea. I don't think Rick realizes how popular, how excited people would be to see him because they can't fucking believe he's there. I can almost guarantee that. I was thinking it, and Jared said it. Why not? You know, come hang with us on the member streams. You know, for Labor Day, I grilled out wrapped seasoned barbecue ribs around pineapple, wrapped it up, grilled it. You need to try this bomb. So I'm about to shut it down, guys. Let's see. So, yeah, talking about your meal. So we're gonna go ahead and shut it down after I answer MG's question. We'll go ahead and shut it down. Hour 50. Over. No, I wouldn't recommend for the money. That's the way to go for around $50. There's a really good argument for that being the best affordable vanilla. Amber, a little bit of incense. It's got some freshness from the ambroxan in it. It's not overly metallic or synthetic. Doesn't have a shower gel smell. Hype's real. The hype is warranted on Club Black, in my opinion. I would recommend that one still. Yeah, for sure. So, guys, I appreciate you come and hang with me. Angry Tomato coming in clutch with the giant super chat again. He's good for that kind of stuff. I sure appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming hang, talking some Creed fragrances with me, and random other nonsense on top of that. We'll be back tomorrow for a live stream. I'm not sure the topic. Might do some decants. I got plenty of decants to do. I got some more that I need to do from Randy, Rick's favorite decant reviewer. And a few more I could do that Kaylin sent as well from Lorenzo Pazzaglia. So we might do that tomorrow. We might do some decant sniffing tomorrow. So I appreciate you guys. I will see you tomorrow for those of you that want to come hang around the same time. And yeah, be on the lookout for tomorrow's weekly rotation video. Instead of Sunday, it's coming out tomorrow. And other planned content throughout the week that I think a lot of you will be interested to see. So like this stream before you leave. Check out this morning's video. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.